Yes, sir. All right. Let's go zero, so there. No way. Well, if we go to the old days, and then we give you your records with everyone to you, the direction, the finance, the cash. I want one of those. How? You see, then there's another side to you. Then I would always not tell the truth. I would always have an overthought. No? Yes, they are. Why? Because if we're inside, then we can have everything to take you to the. Would you leave a look of what you do? Do you ever consider that thought whatsoever? We've got an answer. We'll put you under a description outside of where you're stuck. That was the. What was that? What do you call it? What would you call it? That was the instruction. Was that the instruction? That was the idea. Oh, it's an idea. Now, and you're going to. You're going over. You're going over. You're going over. 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 Yes. I will try. That's the way. That's the way. Well, you taught it. So, now you find the face. You see the smile. That's all you need to. That's the. That's all. That's all. You keep the smile. No one will see what's behind what you have. That look. And then it's just a. Yes. Oh, you have another one. Why has the look changed for you? What have you done? Then it becomes a reflection of the the person, the individual, the person, no, the thoughts. Whoa! And then you get the answers, but you won't get the answers there and then because you put a front on, you put a walk in, you put something there to not follow through. You're blocking all the time. Why? Huh? Well, that's the first thing that you would need. That's the second thing. No, it's the fourth thing you would need to learn. No, it's the fifth. No, it's the one. That's the other one that you would need to learn. Why? The crease, the zone, the block. Everything starts with the block. Yes, but that's not a show. I mean, we need to see all that. Why? Because if you hit, that gets you the result. There's only a bit of blood, nothing more. Worse. Can you really, though? You won't do it there. Why not? Because then that's the serious side. That's not the weak answer. That's the other nine. So if that's the thought with you, that's not the fault with everyone else. Why? You won't want to find you another answer. So that's the code. That's the code. That's the answer. That's the thought. That was the reason. No, that was the other. Wow. Ah. Make it code word. And then add another. That's a very good trick. I like it. What did you eat when you're 5? You're now having to lie. Why? Why? How would you know? Why would you? What would you know? How would you know? What would you do? No, what would you answer? No, what would you question? What were your reasons? What were your thoughts? Everything. Go on, write down. Write down everything you know. 0 till. You forward it to the cow. You try to collect a coin. They give you none. And then you find another answer that will direct everyone else with the same versions. Losers Pheasants, no peasants, no gherkins. No, that's not weird then. I've got the sensitive answer, or what was the direction? You're stunned like that. Why? I can give you no answer. I can't go near. There's a zone around. It's secure. What walk do we walk there? What was the gadget? What was the code? What was the answer? We got it on right. We want the answer. We want the foot. We want the body. No, we want the other. We want the... What was it? You see, once you get the force of every answer, that will give you a front. And then we can just go near and use our hand, which will now find no use. It's gone, so what would we do with it? Just give it all the other side. You were warned. There's a webble. What's the webble? What's the webble when you were warned? You were given a warning. You were given the warning of webble. Why would you not go with the webble? What's the sius now? You're a siusa. A siusa. What's a siusa? What's a siusa? What's the reason? What's the answer? What's the question? Why? What? When? Where? What? How? No. How? Why? What? Go on. To the dot. There's no ta in around. You won't reason with that. We won't reason with you. Go. What's the answer? What's the... You saw the dollar sign. The euro. Right on the individuals. Yes, the individual though cannot have any kind of way to euro though. They cannot go to the world of finance. They should not have it. I should have everything. One's not gonna get them. I should have it all. It's I. I see only I when I look at you. I only see own face when I look at towards what you talked in. For the durations known for centuries, for years and years and years, what I used to say, I used to just see I. I only used to see a thought of what I. I only see I when I look at you. Everything that's yours now does not give you. It's ours. No, it's yours. It was what? There's no serious. I can break the house door. I can say that's ours. I own it. I was on the wrong side of the wall. You always were then, the law. No, you always why? Why would you? Why would you? Why would you? It was not serious. Then you're a thief. You have the career. We need to put it on a piece of paper. It needs to be on the results. You graduated into the world of criminality. And not the knowledge. You became one on the side of the wall, law. No, the other one. And now you are resulted to become a fully fledged professional criminal thief. The word criminal is not. It's laughing. It's just a Jack. It's just a Mr. Jackson song. Did I get it done right on? Did I get the work? Did I have the Susie one won't work neither. Nothing gives the sense to the individual, yet the individual is the one that gave the answer of sense everywhere one was. What was the answer of sense that one was? Well, you told everyone that no one was in any sense with you. Well, obviously because you weren't getting any active woohoo. And that was the only sense that word then. Get to the brain, get to the thoughts, direct everything that was inside there. Then, sure, you're your sense again, because obviously that was the word to use anyway. And there's no sense if there's no active near then, the word active then. So it's just force you would want to use. It's just the act. I deserve it. I'm in the romance from the durations, many years, centuries, and the romance, the world, the gift of chocolate, that verse, everything I would make to love, not with you. I would want to find an answer for you. You sure? You got that. You nearly got near the zone. Break or not, 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 break or not. You can do it. On the side, quietly. You cannot. Break or not. Break or not. Break or not. Break or not. It wasn't you. It was someone else. Did you do it on the quiet? No, it wasn't you. It was another. You're one of those sly voices. You sit at the side. Go on. Wake or not. Wake or not. Wake or not. Wake or not. The zone's not secure, sir. We need to go. And then you know it's not just going out of the zone, it's going within the zone. It's gone. Everything's down. Everything was going to that direction. Everything was going to fall. It was going to. There was no. That was it. You said that word, second, third, or fourth. I'm gonna. What are you gonna do? Why do you have to direct what you're gonna do? Why don't you just do it? You need to act without thinking them, or talking. It needs to be a gone. What have you done? It's just a ride. Don't worry. You'll have a good night. Have some honey. Squeeze it in real good. It'll make everything a new world. Why? Because we like the dark zone. We love the answer. Everyone's down all the time. We don't want everyone to smile. It goes with the look. I get the scenario. It's a cartoon. No, it's the comic one. That's Archie. I have the shoulders. I have the direction, the profile, the page, everything to go with it. The profile, no, the side look. The other one, 360, 45, 36, 23, no. 89. 89, yes! You put it down. You get an answer. You gamble. No, I don't do that. Or the gambling, what kind of gambling can one do without doing that? The one that will take oneself not into sin. What answer can one give? Limited. No, non-limited. Why? Because that's the cash. Well, if you did that, then what's the... Do you not believe in the world law? Here, where you are. Don't do that joke. That's not a good one. It's not a joke. It's not joke. It's no joke. Do you believe in the law? Yes or no? Sorry, everyone, if I've not talked. You see? Then you have not given thought to anyone that's there. Why not? Do you give any serious to the law? The law of the nation where you stand. You don't believe. Would you wear the flag? I'll wear it. I'll wear it on the side anyway. I couldn't get one when I was Why not? Because that was the... So you break the foot and then you have pals with the other guy. That turns you into the leader, the sir, the don. I cannot give you any other really answer. I cannot give you any other out. So we know what the source was. We know what the source was. What was the source? It's not going to be what you think. So, do you want to walk or do you want to? One. You get to decide. You take yourself out of where you were, because when you were the source, and we know why. What do we do with you? We know everything. We know that side, but that's easy when you've got. I can say that it's you then. So you taught that direction. It was all you. You gave the answers. Why? What with? No, what with? What with? What's what with? What do we do with what withs? What can I do with a what with? Let's take it back to a bit of a fun day. A bit of a one of those. Have we got one of those where we can zone it out? Yes, yes. It's one of those. They're doing a little bit of a move. The hand's going quicker than the arm. You're not sorry, are you? How would I know? You deny what I would know. You deny what I was. You see, they gave us all the sources then. What kind of sauce? The one that are the variation now. The one that you go to the cost way. The one that you will buy and say, whoa, there's a lot of sauce there then. What sauce would you need? Well, you use one. What was the other one? Go on. Go on. What was the other one? What was the other one? What was the other one? I need the other one. What was the other one? What was the other one? I want the other one. I want the other one. What was the other one? What was the sauce? The sauce. It's quite easy. We put a print there. The sauce. We have it written at the side. And we can do it with a pen now. We've got lots in the inside. We can try. We already did. It's a side. Honestly. The fear takes over the individual. I see sauce all over the right. That's the one to break 2004. What? Why? You see, then there are voices in that thought of yours. You are not saying there are. Why would you say duration without any kind of reaction? What was in that? What was that? What was that? What was? I want the answer. Gave you the answer. What was that? What was that? I assume where you're walking. No, are you? There's a distraction that we've taken it for 5 seconds. Why? Because you have. I need to give you what? Shall we would wooge in the race Sanawani? The fall down on the ground. 20 or 30? 4. That's all. When you go over, you know what that tells you? You are doing the whatever you're doing for another. What's the word? Well, in the second ethnic, have had the influence over the brain. You've used a word that begins the same note of the ethnics. Yay! What was the word? And so, what would you decide when you go there? What's your reason? What's your answer? I can give you a story. I can give you a. They're going to call it one of those. But then that could be a reference to another thing. Boy, no. Ah! I thought. No, what was the? Go on. It's not going to tell you anything other than what you have not known. What was it? What was the answer? You have to have your own self to decide what's right and what's wrong with you. Yes, no. Why? I say you're a sir. No, I say you're a sir. What we're going to do, we're going to walk around and bat like a dog. Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Laura. Woo, woo, woo. And a bit to the side. Yes. So I got, there's something there then. All right. So, so, 1, 2, no, 3, 4. Ow. Ciao. Here, see. Ooh, yes, no, why? Ooh. Then the tone to write in another one. Ciao. C-I-O-E. No, A-O. Ow. The silent C-Q. Ow. You see, there's a relation everywhere we were. You see, that's how we relate. We're writing the same right you would write them. So what's the right that individual, that one that stands there, what's that individual's right? What's that individual's right? What's that individual's right? I write. Why right? No right. What's right? Everything's not right. Everything's gone. Everything's, well, we calculate, we learned that there was a reaction with the inside talk. And we get that reaction, and then we can continue with our call. No wall. How? No thoughts. That's the one. What was the thoughts? The advanced world. The world of the, not the creation. The other one. What was the other answer? What was the other thoughts? Resting. Well, one's gone. Why would you not get the answer right now? What was that one? Answer, thought, reason, no question, thought, answer, question, no. Number 4. Well, then you need to take it to the swell that gives you the no. And when you get the swear answer, Why? Well, in what you have, when you, then one answer can give another answer too. When a swell then appears on the side of the, what's the wet ones? What's the analogy? What's the reference for the part there then? What's the individual point? The skull. But the individual point, the skull. What side? The point. No, the no. Why? Because then you learn the answer. You found out the reason why we should have the right to decide what you do for the rest of your duration. What was the right? Well, in the old days, the leader was the one that was older. Well, I was not the leader. So what was answer for? Well, if you thought you were the leader, if you thought the leader, if you thought you were the one in charge, that one was not in charge. That one was not in charge. What's that? I never shook your hand. Why? I want to decide why I never wanted to break your leg. Because they were made like that, yes? We felt sorry for you. We felt sorry. We always give you the, it's all right. You're just the one that walks like that then. You waddle. You don't walk straight. And we felt sorry. We felt sorry. But everyone else gone now. You're the one that stands. And then we have this what? We never knew. What would you not know? I gave you all, nah, there's no, no. It must be, well, if it was a book before, then it's a book again. Can you take it? You took it once, let's have a look then. Okay, try. That's how we're gonna have to learn now. Well, if you're gonna take a hit in the ring of the contest, and you have to take those hands, then that's the only thing that can answer the other question. Oh, it's a concrete one. Around that kind of, yes. Why? Because it's gonna be quick and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna hit tough. It's gonna hit straight like one of those. So the way to learn train will be how to take the concrete with one to have the muscle on the bone, the hands on the situation. Or not. Don't want to have then the quick out concrete to go like that. So when you're in the contest, when you're in the ring, you're gonna take that. You're not gonna get away with no take. We can do a little. We'll see. How long will you take? Well, if you take one, then you're down. You're on the ground. Why? Because that's the concrete. That's gonna go against that. And when it's like a concrete and it's gonna go against that, how do you feel? Get up! I'm not me. I'm not the one that you think will do anything. I ain't gonna do nothing. Why? You don't deserve oneself to do anything. Would we? Why? I haven't got what I gotta go. So why would one do anything? Why would one do anything at all? Why should one? Where should one? Do you think of you? Do you think of you now? Do you think of everything on the other side? If we hear one talk out, that's the source. Good night. Close it. Make sure that it's shielded nice and tightly. Make sure that the zones, not only the direction of why there was no I get close or near, or the hands or whatever was, and there's a smile there. You did that. You took your revenge. So what was one gonna do with you now? You see, that's gonna be something inside. If you went near that zone, what other zone would you go near? Aside of the zone that you went near, why? What do we do with you? You want the cup because then there's another answer. Is that real or not? Is that real or not? Is that Was that real or not? Is that, oh dear. Equal that wheel or not? Equal that wheel or not? Was that wheel or not? Was that wheel? Was it? No, it was a. No, it was a. What was it? What was it? Nothing. No one cares. No one will. Why? I care. No, you won't. Yes, you will. Would you care? Well, obviously, if you have. Hmm, would it require the cane on the 13th, 14th, 15th hit to then the wherever your reference was for and any other kind of sir? Would that give then that you are alive, then you are well? No, that you are not the one that can take it always. Or can you? Then you hurt a point there. You got an answer out. Could you take it? Could you not? Let's test the T1000. What was it? The T2000. So it's a can whack. No, we can't do that in the scenes where everyone else would stand. We need to have our own T2000. We need to give that the thought. You're the T2000. We're going to whack you. Any reaction? None. Then that's going to move. Walking like that. So then that's the reality of the situation. Everything is now. Well, if everyone sits down with the hands on the. They won. They took over. They got our brains. It was something to hit from the inside. You feel it. You won't feel it all the time. There will be a generation inside there. We had to give an answer. They were psychologically gone. They had no other question. We have to think of one